Hello, I'm Jennifer Davenport and I have got a super cool video to show you today, so stay tuned. Today's video is all about how to change the color of leather. Now, I love getting on Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, I own a home decor store, but the reason I get on Facebook Marketplace is because I love to find old items, antique items, everything. But what I found on Facebook Marketplace was a really cool leather chair. And this was a big leather chair. And I needed a big leather chair because my husband's super tall and I needed one to fit him. Here's the deal. Hated the color. But I went ahead and got it, brought it home, and told him I'm gonna change the color, to which he thought I was crazy. But I did my research and I found this cool product. It is called Rub and Restore. Okay, the product that I'm gonna use today is called Rub and Restore. You can only find it on their online website. I did a lot of research about how to change the color of leather. And when I looked at this company, I noticed that they had a $15 consultation. They can help you choose the right color. So I sent in a picture, I sent in an inspiration picture, and within just a few days, they emailed me their suggestions. And then in the mail, they sent me the leather colors in a very small sample, and that sold me on this product. Now, there's nothing wrong with this chair. I just wanted to change the color. So the first thing I did was give it a good cleaning. You just want to use a little bit of rubbing alcohol and clean the surface, and then you're good to go. So I'm going to get my rubber gloves on, and it is time to show you how this product works. But first, I tested this product on a part of the chair that wouldn't show. I flipped the cushion over to kind of work with the color. You can already see the difference. But that's really smart to do before you start doing this product. Just test it on an area where it won't be seen. Okay, let me tell you the colors that I chose with their help. So the first one is walnut, and the second color is tobacco. Now you could just do one color, but I'm really wanting to create this. I want this chair to look like it's old and worn. So the other product that I got from them is called Clear Prep and Finish. This is really kind of like a glaze. If you guys have ever played with paint before, glaze just really helps that paint move around and gives a little bit of a translucent look. Now the instructions say if you have any tufting on your leather, you really want to start with that first. So I've got an old paintbrush that I'm going to use. I'm going to mix the colors together, and then I have an old rag. If I get too much on there, I'm going to rub it off before it's dry. So let's get started. When you're trying to create the look of an aged chair, you really want to get your colors in the tufts much darker, because when things age, naturally they're going to age more on the areas that get the most wear and tear. When you have tufts, make sure you're tugging and pulling at that leather and making sure that product gets in every nook and cranny. I think the reason that I like to make a distressed wall, a distressed chair, it doesn't matter, because if you make something distressed or look old, imperfection is your friend. Now, Rub and Restore, they have numerous colors to choose from. They even have this dark navy that's so beautiful. But if they don't have a color that you like, they can create a custom color for you. Now, you want to start with thin coats. First of all, like I said, dries easy, so a thin coat will dry even faster, but you can easily add more, it's a little more difficult to take away. So start with thin coats. If you're a Facebook Marketplace shopper like I am, you can find a lot of cool leather items because people are selling them because they don't like the color. And guess what? This product even works on leather purses or leather shoes. Now, if you're wondering if you can only go from light to dark, nope, this product works if you want to go from dark to light. So that is just one coat of those colors mixed together in the tucked-in areas. You can tell it has already changed. But I'm gonna let that dry and I'm gonna start working on the back of the chair. And this is when I'm going to use their clear prep and finish to help get a kind of a molted look on the back of the chair and make it look old. All right, I'm gonna mix that clear prep and finish with the walnut and a little bit of that color. I'm just gonna play with it and see how it looks. Now, if you happen to get this product on your wood or any metal, don't worry about it. Alcohol will take that off, but I'm just gonna go ahead and hit it with my brush on the two corners before I start using my big rag. This is just gonna be my first coat, but you still want to apply it. I like to apply things in a circular motion rather than up and down. Oh man, I love this already. So this chair reclines. I am making sure that I get that color on the inside of the leather so that when the chair reclines, it all looks the same. Okay, that took no time at all. I'm gonna let that dry and I'm gonna come back to it, but I'm gonna continue moving all the way around the chair. So one thing I've realized is when I said a thin coat, I mean even thinner than the thin coat I was thinking about because this dries really fast. So just do a really thin coat. All right, I have done the entire chair with the two colors and now it's already dry. So I'm going to do a second coat, but this time I'm only going to use the dark color walnut. Now when you're doing something that looks distressed, you really want to have multiple layers of color and that is what gives it depth and dimension. Swirling motions, that's what I did the first time. I do this as well, but then I'm gonna go back and dab it. I'm getting the product that is on the nail heads off. And so to do that, you have to use some rubbing alcohol and a Q-tip. And I just rub each one and it takes it right off. Now, you might get a little bit of that alcohol if you're doing a project with the nail heads on the leather and it takes a little bit of the color off. Don't worry, I'm gonna come back with a little paintbrush and fix that. But I will say, as I was doing this project, I wish I would have just started with maybe just an ottoman. No, I picked a chair with a million nail heads, but that's okay, it's gonna be worth it when it's done. The nail heads on this chair were already pretty dull, and I really don't want to shine them up a lot, but I want to add just a little bit of color to each one, and I'm going to use my craft brush again. Guys, always have a pack of craft brushes handy because you never know when you're going to use them. So I'm just going to use a little bit of this wax and just put on a few of it just to give it a little bit of highlight. Details. The legs of this chair were already a brown. I want something to stand out, so I'm gonna paint them, and the color I chose is called Cheating Heart. So we're just gonna put a little paint on all 4 legs. Okay, very last step. I'm super excited because the chair is looking amazing. Last step is going to be this clear and prep finish. I'm going to add it to the chair by itself. It's going to deepen the color of the chair and it's going to add to its durability. Now, use a rag, and I've wet mine a little bit, and the reason I did that is because if I just have a dry rag, I don't want it to absorb all the product. So let's get to it. Well, I have to say, that is one of the cooler DIY projects I have ever done. What a transformation. Didn't know you could do that. And I tell you what, I was so excited about it that I found another chair on Facebook Marketplace that is a desk chair, and the leather is really red. But I'll show you that in another video when I do my office reveal. And in that video, I'll also give you an update on how this leather chair has done. Now, I have a link in the description of this video. Go check out their website. Great customer service. I couldn't speak more highly about them. All right, I will see you in the next video. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, do that and hit the bell because it'll tell you when I have a new video out. Have a great day.